Well, you can see me. Woo, bright sun. Good morning, PCT hiker fans. It's Sunday, July 5th, and this is the tent site that we spent the night at last night. You kind of look up on the hills behind us, see some buildings right up here. We got into the town of Lee Vining last night about 7 o'clock, and found a place to get a quick dinner, and then by then it was almost dark, so rather than trying to find an overpriced motel to sleep a few hours in, we just walked out of town and down the hill a little ways and found this cozy little spot here tucked in amongst the sagebrush. You know, it was comfortable and it was cheap, like free cheap. But this morning we're gonna get packed up, hike back up the hill there, find a little restaurant that has breakfast, and then we are gonna find a proper motel because we need to wash our clothes, wash ourselves of course, charge up all of our electronics, and hopefully upload some videos for you guys to watch, eh? All right, let's get going. Well, we just finished eating breakfast here at a place called Nicely's, which had a really good breakfast. So if you're in the town of Lee Vining, definitely can recommend Nicely's as a place to stop and have breakfast. And we're trying to get checked into this little, I guess it's a bed and breakfast you'd call it, the La Tida Cafe and El Mono Hotel. But it's a kind of a quaint, cool little place. We're just kind of sitting out here waiting for our room to be ready, and you can see kind of a lounging sitting area.
You guys?
Absolutely.
I'm looking for my friends.
Oh, okay. Somebody's walking by. Here we go. But anyway, they've got tables out here, and they serve like sandwiches and desserts and things like that. So kind of a really quaint, cute little place. Check out the room here as soon as it's available. Well, the little bread and breakfast we're staying in today is right next door to this barbecue rib place, and it smelled so damn good we had to come over here and eat lunch. Yeah, there it is right there. Bodie Mike's barbecue, ribs and chicken, burgers and things. So we'll see if the food tastes as good as it smells. We just finished our lunch here at Lee Vining, and I thought since I'm standing out here on the sidewalk and I can see the city limits in both directions, I'd just give you a quick pan. So for those of you who've never had the privilege of visiting Lee Vining, you can see what you're missing. Okay, here's the 4-lane road. Hopefully I won't get run over, but there's the barbecue place. A couple buildings down is our motel. This is where we had breakfast this morning at Nicely's. It's a great place. The Bronze Bear Outpost right there. Across the street, Beaver Sporting Goods. I just bought some fishing tackle over there. A little further down, the Lakeview Lodge. And then just around the corner is the Epic Cafe where we had dinner last night. Pretty good place. And the Shell gas station. I guess I forgot to mention that back behind me is a tiny little supermarket where we're going to have to do our resupply. So it'll be kind of interesting to see what we're taking out on the trail with this on this next leg of the trip, because there's not a lot to choose from. I think I did mention it once, but I'll mention it again in case I forgot. The reason that we are even in Lee Vining in the first place is because Tuolumne Meadows is closed, and so normally through hikers would send a resupply package to the Tuolumne Meadows. Why can't I say that word? Tuolumne Meadows Post Office, and they also have a little store there where you can buy stuff. But since it's closed for the summer, Lee Vining is now the resupply point for those like us who did not want to go all the way from Reds Meadows to Kennedy Meadows North, a distance of about 120 miles. There's some young kids that are doing it, you know, but when you can hike 20 miles a day, that's only a 6-day food carry. But for me and Goldilocks, it's more like a 12-day food carry. So we're breaking up our trip with a side trip to Lee Vining. And here we are outside of our motel room. Actually our bed and breakfast. It is kind of a cute little place. We're in room number 3, which this tiny little room does not have a bathroom. I'll just walk right on past it and show you if you need to use the bathroom in the middle of the night or you want to take a shower, you have to come through this door with the half moon on it. And here's where you do your business. And then right down next to that, they've got a well, it's got a lock on it right now. You need a key. Anyway, there's a little shower in there. Okay. Well, good morning, everybody. It's July 6th, and we're walking down Main Street of Lee Vining, California. I guess Main Street is kind of a stretch. It's actually just the highway that goes through town. With a population of less than 100, you can barely call it a town. But you know, actually, for a place to lay over for a day or two, not a bad spot at all. A couple of really good restaurants here, a small little market, but it has the basics you need for resupplying for the trail, and a few motels, a little pricey, which is why we only spent one night in a motel, basically so we could get a shower, sleep in a bed, do all that kind of stuff. But we're now headed down to an RV park where we can tent camp for a pretty modest fee. We did decide to stay over one day longer than we planned. We had to pick up a box at the post office today, which meant we couldn't catch the morning shuttle. So, and we just need a few more things we need to do before we get back on trail. So, and to be perfectly honest, one of the reasons we decided to extend our stay one more day is because I've gotten really far behind on editing and uploading videos. And considering that we have a big long stretch in front of us, over 80 miles between Tuolumne Meadows and Kennedy Meadows North, where there's going to be no opportunity to upload videos, I'm sure that you guys can understand if I don't stay here one more day, you don't have any videos to watch. So that's the kind of decisions that I'm faced with. Okay, here's the box I just picked up from the post office, and before I open it, I know I'm not going to like the contents. Isn't that right, Goldie?
Yes. It makes me nauseous just thinking about it.
It makes her sick just thinking about it. And the reason is, most everybody watching this channel right now knows Homemade Wanderlust, Dixie. You know, probably one of the most informative and entertaining YouTubers when it comes to thru hiking. And she warns everybody, don't box up a bunch of stuff ahead of time to mail to yourself on a trail, because by the time you get it, you're gonna be sick of it. And I already know, before I open this box, I'm not gonna want to eat anything that's inside of it. Oh well, should have listened to Dixie. Well, since I showed you guys all of downtown Lee Vining, what little there was, I thought I'd just give you a kind of a quick little shot here of the Lee Vining RV and tent park. Actually a really nice little spot. You can see our tent right here. I'll just pan around, and there's tent sites all the way down behind me. That van down there, there's some other PCT hikers down there next to that, and the rest of it's RVs. But they've got a really nice restroom facility, nice clean bathrooms, showers. They have a laundry. The main office where you can check in has a tiny little store. They have some basic stuff like candy bars and sodas and a little bit of fishing gear, but you know, nothing you could resupply off of, but if you were thirsty, you could buy yourself a Coke. But at $28 a night, a little bit expensive for tent camping, but a really clean, comfortable, nice place. I really wish that I'd have stayed here last night instead of paying 80 bucks for a motel room that didn't even have a bathroom in it. So that's just a heads up. Any hikers that are looking at getting off trail to come into Lee Vining for a resupply and don't want to spend a lot of money on a motel, 100% come here to the RV park and stay. Well, hey everybody out there. This is our last night in Lee Vining, and we just stopped in for one last dinner at Nicely's restaurant. Best food in Lee Vining. Well, not just Lee Vining, but pretty damn good food altogether. But we had just sat down, and this young fella here between us sat down. His name is Sean. I guess Sean doesn't have a trail name yet.
It's Yin Yang.
Oh, Yin Yang. Okay,
yeah.
You just actually told me that, and I forgot already. Bad memory. So Yin Yang, also known as Sean in the civilian world, but he recognized us, walked over and introduced himself, and said that he's been a fan of our channel. He was actually turned on to our channel by his uncle, whose name was Chipaway. So I want to give a shout out to Chipaway. Thanks for watching our channel. Thanks for turning Yin Yang. Okay, sorry.
That's all right.
So thanks for turning him on to it. Well, Yin Yang, tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from and where you're hiking. And
Well, I'm from San Diego, and I kind of got on the PCT out of nowhere, just kind of spontaneously through the COVID stuff, decided to turn a negative into a positive and get on the trail. So I recently just got off Tuolumne from Bishop. That was about 125 miles, and now I'm headed to North Kenny Meadows, and I'm going to stay a day there, and then head up to Tahoe and get rid of that bear cancer.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And coincidentally, that is the exact same itinerary that we have. We're leaving out of here tomorrow morning, headed for Kennedy Meadows North, where we're going to dump that damn bear can, and then South Lake Tahoe to hopefully get some really good food. So, anyway, always good to meet another hiker, especially one who likes our channel. So
Thank you so much.
do it,
It's
man.
a pleasure.
Shout out to you,
Yeah.
Uncle. Thanks for watching. Okay, we've been enjoying our stay here in Lee Vining, resting up and getting our chores done, but the one chore we haven't done yet is to buy the resupply food for our next leg of our journey. So we're gonna go in here to the little mono market and see, hopefully they've got more than just potato chips and candy bars in here. Let's see. Oh yeah, little fresh food section. It's a small market, but they seem to have a lot of good stuff. Oh look, a fellow shopper.
Hello.
Hi. You're wearing a mask. Are you going to rob the place?
I am.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Yummy. Our food for the next month. Or week, I mean. Okay, I better put the camera away and make sure that I get the stuff I want to eat for the next week. Okay, we have our resupply for the next 7 or 8 days. I'm not sure how many days it's going to take us to hike to Kennedy Meadows North. Watch out for that giant grizzly bear there, Thea. Yep. Yeesh. Nothing creepy about that. Okay. And right there we have Nicely's. Zoom in on it. We've eaten almost all of our meals there. But very cool place. Super friendly staff. Food's good. Prices aren't terrible. Definitely recommend it. Anybody comes to Lee Vining.